Members of the Cornerstone Community Church have been working to help the city of Utica's homeless population, and after a rally at the church Wednesday night to make their voices heard, Eyewitness News reporter Shelby Pay brings us another side of that story.
Before heading to the rally last night, I had the opportunity to sit down with County Executive Anthony Pacenti, not knowing that during my live interview with Pastor Mike at the church that the county executive would be brought up. Because I didn't get to tell you his side of the story after the rally, I thought I would present it to you tonight.
The tent city was not a good solution. And, the fact that the county is being looked upon as being the bad guy here when we're trying to, keep people safe. We have a responsibility in the public health of this community that no one else has. That's our responsibility. We can't have people living in tents where there are no facilities.
The county executive also explained that they place hundreds of people who are in emergency situations every day.
I understand the mission of a church, whether it's Cornerstone or whether it's any other denomination in this community. I understand their mission about trying to help people. We're kind of in the same business. We actually go even further than that in terms of what we provide, in terms of monetary assistance and shelter in that regard. So while I understand what the mission is, I also have to worry about the public health and safety of a community as a whole.
And the rescue mission of Utica was switched to a low barrier shelter, so there is another option for these individuals other than the streets. It's not a permanent solution, but Pacenti says it's part of the solution.
We are all trying to solve a problem of homelessness that is very difficult to solve. And while we can look at different approaches, whether it's a warming center, a low barrier shelter, a complete shelter, we're still dealing with issues of addiction, of mental health. There are ways that we can work together. We're not looking to harm the church. No one's looking to. But there are laws and regulations that need to be followed.
He concluded by explaining that he did what he believes is best for the neighborhood and the county as a whole.
I think if people stop for a minute and understand and let us explain, but also look at the big picture, that is never a solution for homelessness. Letting people live in squalor, in a tent, in the middle of city, without any facilities, it's not good for them. It's not good for the neighborhood. And then it becomes unsafe too. So, not going to apologize for what we did. We did what was right for those people and for the neighborhood and for the community as a whole.
Reporting in Oneida County, I'm Shelby Pay, Eyewitness News.
In other Utica news,